And now, the show that allows everyone to vent their spleen. It's Pacemaker, the program that puts the heart back into the health industry. Here's your host, Ryan McFallon.
It's David and Goliath, but we're all David when it comes to fighting the healthcare industry. And this time, it's not a rock, it's our nuts in a sling. For thousands of years, people have treated themselves when they got sick. The wisdom was handed down from family to family, mother to daughter, father to son, and sometimes while inebriated, father to daughter. But nobody talked about it. Now we have HMOs, co-pays, 1,000 forms to fill out, gastric bypasses, doctors that charge $30,000 to pry open your love cave with a speculum. Today on the show, from Betta Pharmaceuticals, Public Relations Director, Sheila Stafford.
Hi, Ryan. Great to be here. I brought you samples of some breakthrough new drugs. You look like you really need them.
Okay, thanks. And representing the largest HMO in the nation, Copay Health System CEO, Wilson Taylor Sr.
Ryan, it's a pleasure to be here to talk about taking the healthcare industry from a patient-centric and business-centric aggregated bell curve forward to the health model we're looking at in the 22nd century.
All right. And finally, he's the founder of Homeopathic Center Down Home Medicine, author and self-healing guru, the Down Home Medicine man himself, Waylon Mason.
What?
Waylon, I'm just saying welcome to the show.
I didn't know.
Okay, let's start with you, Mason. What's wrong with the healthcare industry?
That's just it. You said it. It's an industry. $1 trillion. 1 trillion rotten deals and broken promises made to you, and dirty needles. For what? I teach people, stuff that only Indians and old people understand. Why are we sitting in a waiting room while some asshole, some limp ass nuts, plays golf and makes $1 million a year to scribble on little pieces of paper nobody can read? That's like they're writing secrets. It's a conspiracy. When we lived in the woods, my father taught me a lot about home medicine. After my mom died during childbirth, he let me burn the body. You can learn a lot from family.
Let's get into the 21st century here. We really need to move beyond this negativity and hostility towards the pharmaceutical industry. We are leading robust, end-to-end, sustainable solutions to healthcare challenges in a viable and yet 100% patient-centric, care-focused, and responsible manner. Life is full of very complex chemical challenges. Betta Pharmaceuticals is there every step of the way. Much more so than a bunch of hillbillies fighting progress and home cremating their mother.
Well, what kind of...
What are you? That's like being a corporate slut. Well, you don't know where you are.
Well, really, life is a challenge. And if you could swallow a magic pill every day and not worry about that challenge, wouldn't you? We all would. Some of us are. Take, for instance, our best-selling symptomatic postural tension reliever, Cominex. Life is stressful. Up the dose. And with increased dosage, people will see an inverse reduction in problems. It's science, really.
Life is stressful, and the reason it's stressful is that the consumer is forced to pay pharmaceutical companies like yours exorbitant fees to cover these prescriptions and CEO bonuses. HMOs like mine are trying to save your life, and Little Miss Drug Company here sashays into the doctor's office, flashes her perky bazookas, and the next thing you know, the doctor's prescribing heavy sedatives for every splinter or rash. And who gets to pay for this? The insurance companies, which we are obliged to mark up and pass on to you in denied coverage claims. It breaks my heart.
There's just too many pills, man. It's making our immune systems weak. My mom was a visionary and a helper, and she left me in dirty diapers all day. And now I have a super goddamn immune system. I can lick the floor under a truck stop urinal, and it don't affect me a bit. And sometimes I do, for cash or whatever.
That's the problem. Let's stop blaming the HMOs because you can't see a doctor. Don't blame profits or Nixon because you've got bad coverage. Bottom line, don't blame me because you're a loser. Not my fault, buddy. And the last thing we need on earth is socialized medicine. Jeesh. Can you imagine the chaos if everyone was able to see a doctor and didn't have to fill out reams of paperwork before they were denied a life-saving surgery because it costs money? It would be anarchy. There'd be lines for bread, and we'd all be speaking Russian or Cuban, and People would die.
People are already dying because of paperwork and lack of coverage and their failure to understand the small print.
Okay, Lennon, I understand. You want to live in a socialist utopia. Fair enough. Well, I don't. I want choices. I want access. I want buzzwords. I want dreams. I want the chance to look you in the eye and say, I've got it. You haven't. I bet you wish you paid more attention in school, you little shit. Then knee you in the nuts. That dream is America. And I tell you what, man, that's a dream hard-working people all over this country want. To see their lazy neighbors die because they didn't go to work and get a job and have health care. Time to remove the teat and say, dinner's over, baby. Go buy your own pair of tits. There's a great word, a German word, a powerful word, and that word is Schadenfreude. And that word
He's making up words to an argument.
No, that's
Hear me out here, hear me out. Schadenfreude is steigen. The word is Schadenfreude, and that word means fuck you, loser. Fuck you. It's the American dream. Yes, I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle your wife, or you're going bankrupt, chump, and that means you, Lefty.
Okay. Look, this is getting out of hand. Can we get back on the topic, please?
Oh,
You can have my wife. I don't care.
Thank you so much. I came here to talk about how our company, Beta Pharmaceuticals, has pioneered revolutions in pediatric care. It's a pill called Ampheterate that keeps kids quiet for hours. It's yellow. That means it makes you happy. Like in our animated commercials when frowns turn to smiles. It's also good if you ever feel self-conscious or awkward or awake.
Oh, great, because I wanted to sleep till I finally died.
Okay, but Mason, I thought you were all about homeopathic care. You know, natural solutions to people's problems.
You really talk like that? Hey, you know what, man? Don't stress me out. I am the homeo and the pathic together. You need to take a daily examination. A really thorough inspection of your bowel movements. Get a fork, go through it, sift around, excavate. It's really fascinating. Nothing more fascinating. People come to me and they say, I don't feel so good. I tell them, well, save your eliminations for a week and bring them in a box. I can tell you what's wrong in a second. Now, this pharmaceutical lady is really nice with her little bubble tits and would make a fine receptacle for my DNA juice. And that's the only reason people listen to her. But listen, you don't need a pill for everything and barely for anything.
Okay, Mason brings up a good point. This brings us to the topic of pre-existing conditions. Should you be denied insurance if you have one?
Absolutely! As an HMO, we want people to be healthy. Don't go to the doctor, don't get sick, pay your premiums on time, and everyone's happy. Why would we want to sign up sick people? If we were a sports team and we signed up sick players, people would be furious.
Our company has some fantastic athletic enhancement compounds in the works. One will double both your RBIs and your girth.
This blame the HMOs mentality isn't rational. If you're sick, why don't you harass someone who can do something about it, like God, instead of calling and harassing our call center workers? Health, Ryan. My wife and I have a 6-bedroom villa on the ocean in the Caribbean that we bring other couples to for healthy adventures. It's really all about health.
Some wells are into gay sex.
Exactly.
Look at how they swim.
Thank you. Life makes no sense when fish are gay. Back to pre-existing conditions. If your hip hurts, you should probably kill yourself. It's all over if you fall down and break a hip. Don't burden society or my bonus because you fell down. We mustn't become a nation of hypochondriacs. Just because you have insurance, why use it? Why should we pay just because we said we would?
Because you said you would.
What do you matter anyway? As a nation, we have to move forward, and we are obsessing about our healthcare system. I mean, come on! America fucking rules. We've got to conquer space and fight the war on terror, and you people are worrying about a stiff hip? Please die.
Hey, did you know on the space station they have to drink their own piss?
Goodness gracious.
I can't understand.
Come on, what is wrong with that? That's an interesting thing to say. I'm talking about interesting. All you people want to talk about is money and co-payments and stuff. And I just talked about swilling piss.
Disgusting.
Steaming piss. Well, what is wrong with you people, man? No wonder you get sick. So pent up. Y'all need a good enema, or you might explode. That's another thing we haven't talked about. Ryan, we ain't talked about it. Euthanasia. Why are they all prostitutes? Why is everyone staring at me?
I'm going to bring this back to topic. Speaking of foreign countries, we really need to step up the war on drugs in this country.
Now, that's a good point. What do you mean by that?
Well, I'm talking about these criminals, these geezer criminals who smuggle drugs over the border so people can get them at a cheap rate and not pay a fair market price that we control. Hard medication, my ass.
Well, Sheila, a lot of people can't afford your drugs through the conventional channels, and they're forced to buy them on the black market.
Well, boo-hoo!
Boo-hoo!
Save your money. Stop buying silly things like lottery tickets, pickup trucks, or food. We have pills that can save your life, and you're whining about the cost? It makes me want to throw up. People have to take responsibility. I mean, just the other day, this woman began to freak out in front of me and clutch her chest. So I did the responsible thing. I walked away. Yes, I work in the health industry. Yes, I had a purse full of life-saving heart drug samples, but I did not know if this woman had insurance. I did not know if she was going to sue me. So I did the responsible thing, and I left it to the professionals.
Wow. Did you even call 911?
I left that to the professionals as well.
Well, what happened to this poor woman?
Well, she died, but she learned a very valuable lesson. First off, you wouldn't be having a heart attack in the street if you had gone to the doctor the day before and requested a prescription for a pill you saw on a TV commercial but don't know what it does. What it does is irrelevant. Ask your doctor for it.
My mother had a great home remedy, from the home, for heart problems. A few ordinary household items. You'll find them under the sink. Mixed together, drink, problems solved. No bureaucracy. It's like my dad. I remember him telling me, son, diabetes is a lie. And he was in great shape because he hopped around on one leg a lot. Lemons to lemonade.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Now, but some people say, and when I say some people, I mean our producers, some people say, why are HMOs making record profits while our economy is in recession? And why are the people paying more for health care than any other country?
What do you want us to do? Go out of business? Listen, it's easy. Invest. Then when our share prices go up because of the, listen to this bit, responsible way, yes, responsible way we have run our business, including sensible maintaining of lots of friends on Capitol Hill, you'll see the upside. And you want to complain because we're doing so well? What's your problem? You're still alive to moan and groan about how horrible our healthcare is.
Exactly. Pharmaceutical company profits aren't the problem. They're the solution. We need that money to fly doctors to golf retreats in the Caribbean.
Oh, man.
We are literally saving communities out there. In the old days, it was all about fishing and smoking pot, but now it's all about golf courses and other cultural things like that. All because of the money that has moved into healthcare. Do you know how much a lab monkey costs? And you end up stoning them to the tits on exciting new breakthroughs in medical science so much that they drop like flies left and right from the sheer joy. Progress ain't cheap, and you worry about costs?
Leeches cure erectile dysfunction. I use them all the time.
Okay, another good point by Mr. Mason, but let's get to our next topic. Should we go natural in our healthcare?
Definitely. And we're happy to cover everything as long as you reach your $10,000 deductible. Isn't that great? We cover all the expenses after you've spent $10,000. We are saving you money.
Sorry.
I guess your pills ain't working, lady. Well, let me tell you, the fact is, and it's a fact, drugs are killing us, man.
You people are heading towards the dark ages. Up until the 1950s, this country was sick, diseased with worry. We helped usher in change with drugs perfect for an America coping with anxiety due to the civil rights movement. You guys want to take us back to home medicine? Please, you will kill people with your nonsense. The fact is, the only thing that makes people better is drugs. Not hokum pokum, not shitting in a bag and sleeping with my dad. Narcotics are what matters. Drugs, they work. Trust me, I've been on them for years.
What works
Drugs are hokum pokum. That's hokum pokum. I'm telling you the truth.
No one knows what officially is hokum pokum, and that's a fact. What works is a fully integrated spreadsheet pyramid with diagnostics at the center and patient recovery being at the top, which it always is with us here at Copay Insurance.
What matters is holistics and getting well from psilocybin colonics.
Does he have like a translator or something? Because I understand every fifth word he's saying.
He's talking about holistics.
Oh. Holistics, man. Drilling holes. It's an ancient form of medicine. If you had a headache, people run over to you and start drilling a hole in your head. If you had a heartburn, they drill a hole in your heart. If you practice witchcraft, they drown you or burn you just to check. It worked for centuries.
He's talking more to himself.
Parrot, rabbit, talk about, I want to make this much this year off a person who can't breathe right. I want to make that much off this doctor who is ignoring the world.
Okay, thank you, mate.
Playing golf.
You are giving me a headache.
Good. I can cure that. Come here.
What are you doing, Mr. Mason?
Come here. I'm getting...
Away from me, you smelly creep.
No, this won't hurt a bit. My dad showed me. Come here.
Okay, come on, Mr. Mason.
No, the
Just
drill
chill
bit's
out.
clean,
Let's
damn
put
it.
down the drill. Let's think about Reiki or something.
What the hell are you talking about?
Please stop.
You calm the fuck down or the pitch bitch gets it.
Please,
That's enough, Mr.
I'm a
Mason.
good person.
You ain't no good person. You ain't even a person, man.
I've got some free samples.
Yeah, that's all you are is a vending machine of samples.
Just don't trepanate me, please. I'll pay you.
Man, you think I want your goddamn blood money? I'm gonna free mankind of drugs that cost money.
No.
Or that you can't grow or find on shit.
No!
Okay.
No,
Okay,
listen to what
now
I'm
calm
saying.
down. I
It's
think
you.
we've had enough.
It's you're
time
the
we all-
insurance guy. One of you gets drilled. I ain't taking no for an answer.
Please leave me out of this. She's the one with the headache. I respect alternative therapies. They give false hope.
Are you kidding? I'm gonna drill the smugness right out of your
That's
third
good.
eye.
Hey,
Impossible.
Drill him. He's let kids die. He refused a little girl a liver transplant.
Nonsense.
Oh, right, you're the
She
one,
was
you're the
too
one.
risky to save. Nonsense. She was too risky to save. Risky for third quarter
Too
earnings.
risky to save. You
Drill
gotta-
her. She kept AIDS drugs out of the hands of poor people
No,
so
I'm
that her
telling you.
CEO could buy a plane.
No, that's a lie.
drill you.
No, that's
I'm
a
gonna
lie.
drill you.
It was a boat, not a plane.
It's
A
planes, boats, corporations,
Keep
neckties.
drilling. All
I'm
the
drilling you so
paperwork.
the stark smoke comes floating out of your skull and the demons that been controlling your life comes out of your skull. You think I'm messing around?
You're not, I know you're not messing around. I tell you what, Mr. Mason, just drill them both, please. But just hurry up, because that's about all the time we have for folks this week on the Pacemaker.
I'm drilling.
No, okay, that's enough.
Oh, that's a geyser. A geyser of blood.
Yeah, geyser, more blood.
And now for the Seance.
Hello, my name's Beatrix Fontaine from Hungary. In a past life we were lovers, but then you already knew that, yes? Welcome to this seance. Believe, it's real. Everything you know is a lie, and the things you don't know are all true. Confused? Confusion is the same thing as knowledge, if you look at it backwards. This is the space-time continuum. I want you to be honest with yourself, just yourself and me. Was there ever a time you really wanted something and it didn't work out quite as you imagined? Or have you ever been in a relationship or professional situation that did not work out perfectly? Or possibly a feeling in your stomach that something is about to go wrong, and then it does. I know what you're wondering. How does she know all these things about me? Well, the fact is, I have gift. A gift I learned roaming the streets of Eastern Europe, having lots of kids, and earning money by dancing and playing the violin. You see, I can divine the magical powers of the stars and numbers like pi, read the wind and the tides to tell the future. I know skeptics scoff, but that is why they live such shallow and loveless lives and often end up dying. Whereas I'm immortal, more or less. Don't let science blind you with stem cells. There is a sixth sense and a third eye, cells you don't even know about, and I have both. Let's go to the spirit line. 212-360-2367. Hello?
Hey, Beatrix, I listened to your show on the old station before you got thrown off. I am so glad you're back. I wanted to ask you about my boyfriend.
Don't tell me. I can feel a very powerful force. Even before you spoke, I knew you were a woman with relationship troubles. Is your boyfriend the source of the trouble?
Well, he,
Don't tell me. I'm hearing things from the spirit world. You're too loud. No, there it goes. It's going really quiet. What's your name, dearie? Don't tell me. It's a girl's name. It begins with a letter... It's not Rosa, is it?
No, it's Martina.
I knew it was not Rosa. This was the name of the peasant woman who stole my first child. Close, Martina. That was my next guess. The spirits were telling me both. No, wait. Martina, in a past life you were called Rosa. That's where that was coming from. Oh my God. Oh my God. You led a powerful army. You were a great woman. I see breastplates of gold shining as you march into battle. That's amazing.
Really?
Absolutely. You saved a civilization and were worshipped as a god. There are statues of you in Tasmania, covered in pigeon shit. There is a man with bad teeth and dirty hair who has just urinated on you. I think you always sort of knew this. No, wait. The spirit world is fading. I'm going to hazard a guess. Your great-great-grandmother is dead.
Yes? How did you know?
I am just a mouthpiece, dearie. The spirits speak through me. She's telling me something about diamonds and true love.
Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna marry a really rich guy. He's gonna wear lots of diamonds. You're kidding me. A rapper? Well, that's great.
No, it's going faint.
What? No!
Have you got another credit card? The spirit world is telling me your first card bounced.
No, please, just tell me about true love and the guy with the diamonds. Is it Tony McTony?
I'd love to, dearie, but spirit dollars are devalued these days due to the war on terror. Besides, immortal worlds need to earn some paper.
Okay, it's Fleesa, 4135-9808-5665-1234. Expiration date 1108.
Great. We'll keep that very secure. Yes. The ghost world is telling me that's approved for up to $500. Now, $500 sounds like a lot of money, but apparently this true love guy has a lot of diamonds. I doubt 500 means a lot to him or to you once you meet him and fall in love.
No. It doesn't mean anything. Spend the lot. Go for it. How do I meet him?
Wait. I'm getting something. You will meet him online. You should join an online dating service. Sleep with many men. Therein lies your prince.
That's great. Well, but what about my current boyfriend?
He's not for you. His name? Albert?
No, it's Richard.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. He had a brother called Albert. A brother he doesn't know about. This explains why his life will be marred by failure.
Oh, God, that's horrible. How can you tell?
That's all we've got time for, dearie.
What? No.
You're out of good luck. Enjoy the diamonds. Remember, please call. If you want to get on the seance, have a credit card handy. You can be happy. You will be. It's so close. A transaction away. 212-360-2367. Who's on the line? Hello, dearie. This is the seance. But then, we already knew it.
Yeah, hi. I'm having trouble at work.
I knew that. You're not a gondolier, are you?
No.
I knew that. I had a hunch. It was like a ghostly force telling me this man living in Liberty City does not propel a gondola for a living. Am I right?
Yeah, Beatrix.
It's not me, dearie. It's the gift. It was given to me as an STD at a pool hall in Bulgaria, and I've been rail thin and hallucinating ever since. But I am now just in the passageway between one world and the next, yelling answers back and forth. Do you understand? Probably not. Some of you will hear good news. Some of you will hear bad news. All of you will hear the truth.
So the guys at work think it's ridiculous because I listen to your show. We'll be installing sheetrock and they'll be like, turn that dingy bitch off.
The guys. There's 3 of them, isn't there?
No, there's about 11 of them.
I knew it. To ancient Egyptians, the number 3 was the number 11. In the same way as the French word for spirit also means avocado. Did you know that?
No, I don't quite understand. I really have never been to Egypt or France.
Please, don't bring science into it. Doubters doubt everything. Personally, I'd rather know. Which would you rather be, Bob? It is Bob, isn't it?
No, it's Michael.
Exactly. That was a trick question. You were named after Saint Michael.
No, I was named after my uncle who died, Uncle Mike.
I'm talking to him right now, Michael. He's visiting from the spirit world. He was a saint. He's telling me he's very proud of you. He's saying you're a great and powerful man, only you don't know it yet. He's saying the struggles you are going through at work are exactly the same struggles he went through when fighting the Moors.
Uncle Mike fought the Moors? I thought he was in construction. He was a bit racist.
He was, you're right. But before he was in construction, he fought the Moors on horseback.
Wow! He rode a horse? But I thought Uncle Mike died of a heart attack real young because he was real fat.
That's what you were told, Michael, to protect you from the truth. He and your mother loved each other very much. And you are the result of a very unique family union and bond that people don't talk about. Wait, your uncle is telling me something. Wait. He's telling me you're the chosen one.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and he's telling me you've got a great quest. Only he doesn't know what it is yet. He's telling me you should call my premium rate number every day until we can find out what it is. He's telling me it's very important you do this every day. You do that, Michael.
Well?
Michael, it's very important. He's telling me the future of the world depends on it.
Wow! This is incredible!
I'm just the vehicle, the cosmic bus. Like the buses on the dirty roads of Bulgaria where you can lay in the road and brain tourists. It's your life, Michael. Live it. If you take one thing away, take that. It's important. Wait, the spirit gate has closed. Please call the line. Don't let your future happen without knowing about it first, or it may just become your past. Think about that. This is the Seance.
Wow. It feels like Sunday morning all the time on Public Liberty Radio. Public radio that sips overpriced coffee and cries for the world. All the way to the left side of your radio dial. It's PLR. Public Liberty Radio.
Okay, you are back. You have joined. Turn out the lights. Get to your quiet place. Then call. Join the Seance.
Hi, my name is Candy.
I knew that, dearie. I was told. We made love in Mauritania once. I was a swan. Let me guess. Of course, it's not real guess. It's forces beyond our comprehension speaking through me. But let me guess. You're a Virgo this time, right?
No, a Gemini.
That's what they told you. I know. But you have Virgo rising.
No, actually, I think I had Libra rising.
I know, but I'm not looking at simplistic, superficial astrology. Anyone can do that. I'm looking deeper into the cosmos, behind Libra, tucked away next to the neutron star. To the left of Virgo, too, was the Virgin. It was also rising. And it is this conflict between the scales, the twins, and the dreaded Virgin and the tax collector. It is this conflict that is tearing you apart. This is why sometimes you feel deep melancholy and heart-piercing grief, and why you seek solace in strangers, right? I bet you did not know that.
No, I thought it was because I had a troubled childhood.
Of course you did. Your parents did not understand you. How could they, Candy?
They tried, but I was...
They were aliens. And you're an alien hunter who had her memory wiped, and you keep having a dream where an alien fetus crawls out of your stomach and poops. Only you can't remember it. That's the whole point. I'm speaking to the cosmos right now. Hello? It is telling me everything is going to be okay. As long as you buy and read my book very carefully. Will you do that?
Sure.
But wait. Nothing. Rather than waste decades into training and meditating to speak to the other side, you can now take a shortcut right out of your online bank account. Hold on. It's telling me something. It's telling your luck will change if you spread knowledge. Buy 20 copies of my book. It's a clear message I'm getting from the depths of a different dimension. Will you do that? I'm sorry. We must have a bad connection. Interference with the spirit world happens. Are you ready to descend into the realms of Hades? I was there this morning. I have studied everything. Greece, Cyprus, Lipari, Ancient religions, chaotic pasts, sex magic where you strangle the person afterwards. Fantastic! It answers really important questions. The number is 212-360-2367. Hello, line 4. You have 5 minutes. The meter is running.
Yeah, Beatrix Fontaine? Tell me why I should have to pay for advice. It's insulting. If you've got a gift, you should share it for free.
My. You've become quite a little firebrand since running that tavern in Krakow 500 years ago.
Really? Wait, tell me.
Yes, you're in the tavern. It is in Krakow. Yes, I am seeing it happen. You're wiping the bar with a rag and... Do you remember a fat man?
I don't know.
You and the fat man are having an argument in the tavern. Oh no! A woman leaves quickly, shouting. I'm seeing it very vividly as if it were happening right in front of me. He's screaming. You're screaming. I hate you. I hate you. It's in Polish, but the spirit world has translated it for me. Have you ever hated someone?
Yeah.
I knew this like the hand of my back. You have loved someone you hated. You have conflicting feelings. Oh no. You are holding the man in a headlock. You are enraged.
Fucking A! Am I gonna kill him?
You are about to smash his head on the bar.
Awesome! What next?
Now you are holding his head in your hands. Now you are kissing him.
What?
Yes, you are kissing him with the tongue now. He is grabbing your long hair, shoving his tongue deep inside your mouth. You are really enjoying this. The passion is exploding. Your hand is reaching for his groin.
Oh, God! No way! No fucking way!
The abyss does not lie. Now he has his hand down your trousers. You are very engorged.
Oh.
You have done this before. You know it is wrong, but you cannot help yourself.
Oh my God, no!
Oh, yes. You are about to take it from the big man now. Ugh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I must turn the spirit world off. You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do. Oh, shit! This is awful!
This, of course, I know. I ask the questions to eat up time. Listen, you will break up with her tonight. Tell her about the fat man and the tavern and the passion and his enormous hog 500 years ago. Tell her all of this is true. And if she no believe, tell her to call Beatrix Fontaine. Your time is up. The cosmic wind has blown you back into the moat where you swim in sewage of the time stream, yes? The mouth is a graveyard for many animals, and their spirits sometimes want to talk. But if you want to talk, you need a credit card to talk. Hello, Darlene.
Wow! You know my name!
Of course, dearie. I have a connection. I dial up, authenticate with the spirit world, and spirit dollars go into the account. Then they go to an offshore spirit world where it's always warm. Wait, I am seeing 2 eyes. You had a teddy bear or a doll or a toy or something when you were younger? It meant a lot to you, yes?
No, yes, a teddy bear. I quite liked it.
You carried this teddy bear around to show people where the bad woman touched you.
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so because you are living a terrible lie. Even you do not know. This is because you are a man. You are a man, and inside your spirit is very upset that you were circumcised, and you have been trying to go back to that day.
This is absurd. I'm not a man. I have breasts.
You are self-conscious about these breasts?
Well, yeah.
You see? You now see because I see. This is not absurd. It is absurd because it has not happened yet. Is tomorrow absurd? Do not scoff at the future. It will be your past today. Not tomorrow. You will be a man. I want you to enter an altered state tonight, and all will begin to come into focus. Go to a biker bar, take some ecstasy, and all will become clear. Do not doubt me. I am licensed.
But I wanted to ask about my baby and the...
I'm sorry. The spirit world is growing dark. Whether you are a child of the night or running in a nocturnal circle, or even if men are around you in a circle right now, remember, I can read minds. I know you want to call me. The price is irrelevant. What is the price of knowing the future? Of understanding the past? Priceless. Sometimes telling your fortune will cost a fortune. This is Beatrix Fontaine, gifted mystic with a special gift. Blessings to you. See you in the spirit world or online at beatrixfontaine.com. Bye-bye.
From the heart of Liberty City, it's the Intelligent Agenda. Here's your host, Michael Riley.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Great show for you today. Yeah, Brandon Roberts is on the show because I'm sleeping with his publicist. It's true. Now, the whole country is talking about his campaign ads for state governor, where he calls his challenger a pedophile and brings the word harlot back into the modern lexicon. It's John Hunter, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And 11-year-old super genius, Zachary Tyler. Give it up for Zachary. Okay, now, people say, Mike, what is this show about? Well, we're here to laugh. Okay, and we're also here to cry because the only thing liberals run in this country is the TV networks. But seriously, it's a show all about keeping fascism at bay in its many forms, even in the changing room. It's a show about the human heart. It's a show in which we laugh at lots of conservatives and call them repressed. We've got everything, really. Thank you. It's a show in which we ponder how America got into such a mess and we realize we should blame all the people we don't like. And it's a show in which we yet again kneel over the great altar of American hypocrisy and start to suck. Yep, it's time for Intelligent Agenda. First up, he's the star of the film Flower Man and appears in the sitcom Family Interrupted, which is set in a women's clinic. You love him. I love him. The women love him. He's slept with most of you, I imagine. It's Brandon Roberts. Wow, Brandon, you look great.
Hey, thanks. I know, I really do. You know, it's great to be back on whatever show this is. This is great.
Now, if you weren't a man of remarkable integrity, I'd say you had some work done there, Brandon. Nice T-shirt.
Yeah, this T-shirt is part of our campaign. See, we're gonna kill global warming once and for all, right? Yeah, see, we're gonna have a concert, get a lot of people together to really rally, and feel the music and the message. And once you feel that, you'll want to buy the T-shirt and the program, the commemorative DVD we're making, the limited edition MP3 player. And once we join together, all of us join together, global warming will end, man. Global warming will end. I mean, I'm no scientist, okay? But sometimes these scientists, they just make things confusing. It takes actors and musicians to explain important issues, I mean, this is about intelligent people like me making a difference at a ground level.
Wow, that sounds great, Brandon. I don't know if it's just me, but you've been acting in a movie, it seems like, what, every 3 months?
Yeah. And you know what? Being an actor, it's really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say somebody else's words and then go sit in a trailer. People don't realize the stress of Vinewood relationships. Working long hours for sometimes a week straight. The pressure of getting paid $20 million to read lines written by someone who makes a few $100, sleeping with a lot of women. It's tough. I mean, I know I'm fortunate, and I'm also humble. I really am. It's complicated. It's difficult to wrap your brain around. It's kind of like one of those Chinese symbols. But, some days I get hand release while doing Tai Chi on the beach, and the next day I wear glasses and talk about suffering. I'm not gay, by the way.
Why don't we just take a call then?
Okay.
Yeah, Brandon. Hey, I'm a big fan of your work, man. How you pretend to be other people and then spend all the rest of your time telling ordinary folk how to live, it really inspires me. I'm a pathological liar.
Yeah. Whenever there's a natural disaster or anything, I try to show up and help make a point with photo ops how the government is really letting people down. I have more money and a bigger soul, and my goal in life is to prove it to everyone. Do some opera, drink some pomegranate juice. People don't have enough antioxidants. Worry about the prison industrial complex. Worry about the military industrial complex, the industrial complex, the inferiority complex, obesity, fair trade gourmet coffee, China. There are a lot of things being an actor has made me an expert on. I understand pain. I understand people's pain. I am pain.
Wow, you are wound up, Brandon. Are you high?
Oh, you bet I am. And you bet I am. I am high on life. And my deity just keeps running out of money and needs a hefty part of my income. Can you get me on the internet? Get me on the internet. People really need to feel my love. I've got a blog. Okay, I've got to write this down. I'm not part of a cult or anything, okay? This is a real religion, just like all the other ones, just like all that. So don't be so prejudiced. Hey, Kiflam, right?
Right, okay. Well, let's take another call for Brandon Roberts.
Okay.
Hey, Brandon, I really like doing all those situation comedies like when you go back to elementary school as an adult and sleep with your mother by mistake. It's funny as shit. But I have to say, I'm tired of all this green shit. These environmentalists haven't done us any favors. It's why all our food comes from China now. China's gonna take us over.
Exactly. See, that's exactly the point I'm trying to make. It's what they don't want you to know. That's why I drive a hybrid SUV to the organic market across town to buy imported organic Norwegian mushrooms that have been flown in, burning tons of pollutants, killing the pollutants so they can't pollute anymore. See, that's what makes me an environmentalist. I understand the science. I know how it works. I got taught it in drama school. See, I only drink bottled water that's shipped from Samoa instead of pumped from a well across town because everything here, it's just so dirty. It's a lot like my new film. There's a chase scene on the Los Santos freeway and a huge monkey, some dinosaurs who are trapped in amber. It's very original. It's a nice, quiet character piece.
Wow, that sounds great, Brandon. Now, let's take a quick break. We're going to be back with more of Brandon Roberts and gubernatorial candidate John Hunter.
PLR reminds you, consumer-driven culture is killing our democracy. Buy yourself a hybrid, a solar panel, and a composting toilet, and set yourself free. This is PLR, Public Liberty Radio.
We return to the Intelligent Agenda.
Okay, we're back on the Intelligent Agenda with me, Mike Riley. Let's bring out our next guest. Brandon, can you hang out for a while?
You got it,
All right,
man.
scooch on over the couch there. All right, next up, he's an actor as well, but has gotten into politics by running for governor of our state. You may have seen the TV commercials for John Hunter where he accuses Michael Graves of all kinds of nasty things. Well, here he is, John Hunter.
Wow! Thank you. I mean, that's really wonderful.
Wow, you look great, John.
Thank you. Thanks.
How's the campaign going?
Mike, it's just fantastic. We're making a difference by giving the networks millions of dollars to run campaign ads. It's democracy at a grassroots level. Fundraising has gone really well. I haven't sold myself out at all. I've learned a lot being an actor, on the set during years of bit parts. I want to bring the reality of TV dramas from the lots of Vinewood to our state.
Wow, look at that. The phones are exploding. Line 3, Sarah.
Hi, Mike. I'm a huge fan and a committed swinger. Maybe you'd like to come to one of our parties. Hi, Brandon. I love that art house film you made when you painted a picture with your junk. John, I'm a concerned parent. How are you going to help me make the world safer for my kids?
Well, Sarah, if you vote for me, things will change.
That's a relief.
There's a lot that I'm doing to help parents. I mean, now you take the internet. What happens when kids can post on the internet, on their own pages?
Oh, like myroomonline.net.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I come from a different generation, when it was okay to carpet bomb first and ask questions later. But people have to understand that the internet is a series of tubes, and strange men want to put their privates in the other side of that tube and right into your child's bedroom. As a conservative liberal, I feel it's my duty to try it. Buy a financial stake in it, and then regulate it. It's a win-win. And the best bit is we can all feel guilty together.
Wow, let's go back to the phones then. Steve, you're on Intelligent Agenda.
Hi, Mr. Hunter. I really enjoy your campaign commercials. It's the best part of election season. The 18 months of attack ads where you have no clue what's going on, and you learn to hate everyone.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I was hoping you could do something about these air shows. Why do planes have to fly so close together over a crowd of people? Oh boy, there's a jet farting smoke. Big deal. It's polluting the atmosphere. People are actually shocked when these planes crash. Gee, you're doing Mach 2 with your wings an inch apart. Air shows suck ass.
Now, safety is one of the main parts of my campaign. We've had enough of these dividers. We want the whole enchilada to come together as a nation because we all like Mexican food. Now, let's stop big government running things for the little guy. I want to make sure everyone has access to opportunities they can afford. It's the American way. It's all in my best-selling campaign book.
Next caller, you're on with John Hunter.
And Brandon Roberts.
Oh, yeah, of course, Brandon Roberts. Hello, Jay.
Yeah, Mr. Hunter, I have a question. What happens when dogs and cats can drive?
Now, that's one of the things we need to focus on in this country. Education. And if I'm elected governor, at least one state will have its priorities straight. Unfortunately, our schools focus on academics, while schools in the South focus on nothing but football and procreating. We need to change the budgets to break the teachers' unions and buy uniforms, balls, and then the books if we can afford them. I learned a lot playing the part of a maverick coach in a TV movie about football.
Maybe what we need is a good old-fashioned peasant mob.
Exactly. Freedom within reasons. Responsible government taking away choices people don't need. Right now, what we have is a war on science. The FDA is denying access to a new drug that causes superfertility. Can you imagine the beauty and joy of God's gift as your home will become a whelping box and your zygotes mutate and quadruple? Mother Nature may have told you not to have children, but Mother Nature can be overruled, just like the current administration.
All righty, next caller. Hi there, Linda.
Yes, hi. I'm a first-time caller and a committed liberal. I say fuck the conservatives. They're all square, and we should burn them. Mr. Hunter, I hope you win this election and do something about the healthcare industry. Like these ultrasounds. They send radio waves to my brain as a child. That's why I killed my mom.
You see, the healthcare industry is failing millions of Americans. We've overregulated the insurance companies so they can't turn a healthy profit. The net result is that millions of hardworking Americans who invested in these companies are losing money. It's a national disgrace.
Next caller.
Yeah, I'm sick of these illegal immigrants. America should be for people like me. We invented freedom.
Now, immigration reform is very important. As I say in my campaign blog, it is not hate. It's patriotism bottled up. It's important that our children see us taking xenophobia seriously. Otherwise, who are they going to learn from?
Speaking of kids, we should take a quick break and get our next guest out here. Get this, he's 11 and he's a super genius. Back after this.
Public Liberty Radio. Free radio. Free of interesting content. Just blather. Boring burnout, blathering between shows. This is PLR. Let's get back to Intelligent Agenda.
And now, back to the Intelligent Agenda.
Okay, we're back on Intelligent Agenda. I'm Mike Riley. I'm sure you've heard about our next guest on the news. He's 11, and he's a genius. He's Zachary Tyler, National Spelling Bee champion a couple of years back, also a grandmaster at chess. He's written the great American novel, and now he's about to solve hunger. Great to have you on the show.
Greetings.
Now, Zachary, you are a great example of liberal parenting. Your parents raised you in a commune.
Yes, it was very disappointing. My parents were weak and feeble people. I don't miss them. I put myself up for adoption after they got divorced.
I play a divorced dad in my new movie. It's got a talking car and a flesh-eating disease that threatens mankind, but I've got great abs in it. It's a real character piece.
Okay, Zach, you've been educated in a public school.
Well, sort of. I learned to despise the common herd in a public school. So then I learned about the world by being homeschooled by a friendly teacher.
I think it's important we give everyone access to homeschooling.
I don't know about that. I think community is very important.
Yeah, I agree. I was really popular at school. It was great training for life because I'm real popular now.
Okay, now, Zach, tell us about the plan to end hunger.
Well, it's quite simple, really. Almost facile. I looked at hunger as a supply and demand problem. Too many hungry people. Simple. Rather than reducing the number of hungry people, simply reduce the number of people using involuntary euthanasia for the weak and unfortunate and turn them into compost for our crops. It's simple.
You want to kill people to reduce hunger?
Absolutely. It's brilliant.
It's barbaric.
I blame video games. They're teaching our kids to solve hunger by slaughtering the weak. We should only slaughter the weak to win wars and sell guns to unjust governments we keep in power.
I despise the government.
The government's like the paparazzi, you know? They follow you around, and then when you mess up, they are on you, man. They are on you with a zoom lens. But my blog talks all about it. You can go to Brandon...
Okay. Where's the consensus here?
I think we've all reached a consensus, Mike. The group seems to be agreeing that, well, under my plan, you'd be one of the first people we eliminated.
Shut up, you tiny little freak! A nasty little right-wing bully. I bet you've never even gotten laid.
Oh, I have, lots of times. Yeah, mostly by girls. Sometimes with underage chicks. But
you're
there's no
sick,
pictures.
young man.
You're sick. Stop looking at me strangely.
I'm tempted to beat a lesson into you, young man.
I imagine you are, you catamite.
Come here. I'm going to give you the spanking of your life, you little dork. You're going to learn some respect.
No, please.
Come
please.
here, you.
No.
Stop wiggling around so much.
You're a pedo. Ow.
What's going on?
Brandon, your movies suck.
What? You're not even old enough to see them. How do you know they suck? Hey, Mike, how's my six-pack look? Huh? Hey, can we talk about global warming and my T-shirts? Should we make them in India?
No. I think we're done. I think that's all we have time for on Intelligent Agenda.
Ow.
Until next time, stay liberal.
Kiflam, man, Kiflam.
Shut up.
We're not hipsters. We just like this stuff. Radio.
Now a message from babiesovernight.com. Having a baby is easy as logging onto the internet. Pick your baby from hundreds online as you browse our baby creation facility. Maybe you'd like a strong, silent German baby, or an adventurous Venezuelan baby, or even a funny but militarily inept Australian baby. Satisfaction is guaranteed. If you're not completely happy, just wrap the baby in the plastic bag provided, place it in the box, and drop it off in your nearest river. Babiesovernight.com. Your new bundle of joy in a box overnight. Guaranteed.
Remember this?
Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. America's next top hooker is Crystal!
My God, I'm so happy! I won and I'm being valued as a woman! Fuck you, bitches!
It's back this season on CNT. 20 girls from across America compete for the title everyone wants. America's Next Top Hooker returns. Yes, we make women parade in tiny clothes and pass judgments on them just like on the streets. This year, who will go away with the glory?
Yo, bitch, you think you can do that for 8 hours straight?
Who has the endurance?
I can't walk.
The reality show that captured our hearts and gave us herpes last season is back.
Grab my titties now, you...
America's Next Top Hooker. It's time to judge women again. Coming soon to CNT.
We won't tell anyone. You've got a trust fund. We won't tell. Radio broker. Be jaded.
These guys used to be caddies. It's the Greenskeepers. Just gonna go sell out again for a second.
My God, she had blood all over her legs. The car was totaled, and she's sitting there and she's still drinking. This chick used to be a celebrity.
Oh my God, he's so high. He'll never make it on stage.
You just can't help getting sucked in on the way down. The #1 rated reality show is coming back for another season. Reigning with the Stars, the show where we follow formerly big celebrities on their way down. 5 contestants, 1 fading dream, a ton of alcohol and drug abuse. Reigning with the Stars is the ultimate reality show because, like in reality, everyone likes you. Then you turn into a depressed, drug-addled mess. Enjoy watching once smug celebrities who have hit rock bottom stay there. Reigning with the Stars, a new season coming soon on Weasel.
Music that's on the cutting edge of fashion until ordinary people start listening to it.
Radio Broker.
Juliette here, taking you through a glimpse of the broker scene. Drug-addled, broke, and egotistical, but in an ironic and self-conscious way. So we look good in black and white photographs.
You're a man, so the world is on your shoulders. Stress. Something genetic inside you wants to kill things and then mate with them. Hi, I'm Jeremy St. Ives. Maybe you know me from the men's room with Baz and Jeremy. I'm gonna show all you men out there a calmer, more loving path. At Male Aromatherapy Incorporated, we have the scents that will help men relax and travel to their childhood. Inhale deep and revisit that first summer romance under the bleachers with a cheerleader. Or in a tent with your scoutmaster. Mix and match scents such as chamomile shower, jasmine, Spanish donkey, college panties, tea tree teabagging, unspoken gay longing, mother's love, your aunt's breasts, and much, much more. Male Aromatherapy Incorporated. Inhale, exhale, repeat. You're metrosexual now.
You're not a hipster. You were the
first person to wear tight jeans
and an ironic t-shirt. You don't care. You're over that. Radio broker.
And all of America looks the same. Finally, you can watch yourself on television. The Suburbs, the real-time reality TV show that chronicles the hopes and dreams of an entire population.
How was your day, dear?
Boring. I want to die.
Whatever. You promised you'd mow the yard today.
The Suburbs, the TV show that allows you to watch other people come home from work, sit on their couch, and stare into space, just like you. And this week, something exciting happens in the community.
Those immigrant kids are playing in front of the house again.
Watch The Suburbs and see what we're all really like. Suspicious of neighbors, paranoid, bored, competitive, depressed, and swinging. Which are you? Find out Friday nights next season on CNT.
You're an artist. You're an artist. Although you can't quite be bothered to make any art, you belong in broker.
Cartel. Hey, you're listening to Juliette telling you that every day is Buy Nothing Day. Barter for cigarettes and you can really feel a sense of community. You're on Radio Broker, and we are going to OD, man. OD on irony, OD on insecurity. Do you think we actually care about you? We're wrapped up in our own little microculture. Honestly, I just might be too cool to watch TV. I'm certainly too cool to tell you anything.
There's only so many mistakes possible later, let's look at the satellite picture. Not so helpful on the radio. See some storms 3,000 miles away that will gain strength and kill people. Stay tuned. Sunny right now and nothing to worry about. Julie McCafferty, Weasel Weather.
Algonquins, yesterday's borough. We will keep our asymmetrical haircuts and androgynous ways right here in Broker.
This is Radio Broker, music that exemplifies the vibe of the only borough that matters, where people roll their own cigarettes and the only reason we would ever go to a bean machine is to sit outside and camp on their free Wi-Fi, where you load your own MP3 player with all vinyl because it just sounds better. My God, if I wasn't so jaded, I might sound desperate, or vice versa. You decide. I'll pout over here.
I used to hold the biggest balls deep inside my castle walls. Spent my night with concubine, wasted unchased, drunk on blood red wine. Being the king was pretty cool. I have to say that ruling rule, and I'll be enthroned still. I know one day saw an end. I spit and I called. My vision went soft, and my chest got tight. My core they surrounded.
out of computers that isn't some bullshit video of two girls and a cop? What's happened with innocence? Why are we trying to violate our senses? What's wrong with you, America?
feudal, futuristic Japanese world where eyes are big and passions deeper, An elegant yet ripped young boy finds a mech battlesuit and must mate with a cute gang of robotic pirate girls to save Earth.
Ooh, you have nice mech battle suit.
Watch out, she's horny.
Feel the power of the animated wind. Watch Tokyo tremble as a renegade team of barely dressed mango wildcats fight robotic creatures with only a small caliber handgun and slow motion fists of fury.
Oh, the power of the wind. You whore.
The anime storytelling event of the decade. Oh, and enormous breasts.
Oh no!
Full Robo Hickey Hurry mech battlesuit in theaters now.
Somebody caught you smiling, and it wasn't ironic. Radio broker.
Your ringtone defines who you are and how much money you have. So take bling to the next level with Audio Bling. It's VIP luxury ringtones. Show the world how dope you are by blaring something unique. VIP luxury ringtones, including extreme tones like the sound of money being counted. That's $1 million bills being counted, B. How about a ringtone of a private jet? A person being beheaded? Or diamonds? An old bitch falling and breaking her hip? Wow, that's dope. VIP luxury ringtones. Only $100. Be an individual. Get a VIP luxury ringtone today.
Visit VIPLuxuryRingtones.com.
We're not hipsters. We just like this stuff. Radio broker.
All right, okay. The irony is starting to wear a little thin. It was funny for a while, but now it's just wearing a little too thin. Ironic hair I could take, but the ironic presidency, that's wearing thin.
Weasel News.
Weasel News is brought to you by the show Waning with the Stars. Who says that fast food companies are bad for the environment? Cluck and Bell might sell the greasiest and saltiest fried food in the world, but according to the Parks Commission of Liberty City, the restaurant chain has single-handedly eradicated the pigeon problem that plagued the city for so many years since they introduced their mysterious dark meat a few years ago.
Pop singer Samantha Muldoon has arrived back from safari in Kenya with yet another baby boy.
Oh my God! I couldn't resist. He was the cutest kid in the village and his father basically threw him at me. I'm gonna name him Hector-Tope. I just have to adopt a third world kid whenever I go on vacation. What? I'm not vapid.
Celebrities are being praised for giving third world children the chance to grow up stalked by the American paparazzi and appearing as permanent guests on idiotic afternoon talk shows. Muldoon reportedly gave each of her friends a Vietnamese baby for Christmas last year. Mike Whitey, Weasel News.
This is Weasel News.
Music that's on the cutting edge of fashion until ordinary people start listening to it. Radio Broker.
You may value your privacy, but John Hunter doesn't. He wants to install a camera in your bedroom, so every time you jerk off, you have to pay $5. John Hunter voted to lower the marriage age down to 13. He wants to put your family at risk by outlawing 60 caliber full auto assault rifles and domestically owned landmines. Call John Hunter. Tell him it's time to stop with the politics and the negative campaign ads. Tell him you're going to vote for Michael Graves for governor. Then call him a fat, bald prick and hang up the phone. Paid for by Michael Graves for governor.
You're not a hipster. You were the first
person to wear tight jeans
and an ironic t-shirt. You don't care. You're over that. Radio broker.
Take you through another afternoon. Try and pay attention. I'm talking here.
There's battling on the street, a fighting with the police. I see the riots everywhere. A government that doesn't care. The system is in breakdown. The monarchy lost a crown, and there's a new judge in town. I'm gonna wind up the
is at it again. He voted to raise taxes to pay for free condoms in schools. He's against abstinence and pro underage sex. In 1968, John Hunter didn't go to Vietnam when his country needed him. But now, John Hunter sure likes to go to Vietnam and Cambodia on single men bachelor trips. He campaigned against repealing the amendments to our Constitution that prevent the president from tracking terrorists. Michael Graves changes his mind more often than he changes his underwear, which is strange for a man rumored to be incontinent. Tell Michael Graves to get his hand out of your pocket and off your children's ass. Vote John Hunter for governor.
Radio broker. If you're wearing women's jeans, you snorted coke and kissed another man, you belong in Radio Broker.
I see people in love. This wall is tumbling down. I see people in love. This picture's crumbling now. You scream at me with a hissing. I We've gone and lost again. My best and only friend. We've gone and lost again. So she goes, 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 she goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. She goes on and on and on.
Gonna take you through another afternoon. Try and pay attention. I'm talking here.
1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, here we go.
Ben Rama, trash people, no sex, the Ben Rama now. Ben Rama, trash people, no sex, the Ben Rama. Ben Rama, he's trash people, no sex, the Ben Rama now. Ben Rama, trash people, no sex, the Ben now. No sex, a Ben Rama now. One liner, big liner. No sex, a Ben Rama. Got drunker, cheap sucker. No sex, a Ben Rama now. Cheap faker, cheap faker. Looking like a poor man's off the baker now. No sex, a Ben. Cheap faker, looking like a poor man's off the baker now. Ben Rama, big time lover, try to snatch a kitty off his girlfriend's mother. We gotta freeze him out now, we gotta freeze him out. Oh, come on, let's go. Gotta freeze him out. I said 1, 2, 3, freeze.
Blacked out behind the wheel and killed my best friend.
I woke up and realized I'd urinated on my wife. Oh, that bitch was mad.
Drinking is always a lot of fun, but sometimes we all need to stop for a while. But you don't want to quit because you'll miss the buzz. Smokers have the tobacco patch. Now try the Alco patch. It's the same refreshing feeling of your favorite drink, but delivered transdermally and discreetly. Pick up the Alco patch at your local pharmacy.
The Science of Crime is back for another season.
The cigarette was hotboxed. He was nervous about something. His orthopedic surgeon records indicate
that he was a deaf woman who plays guitar. Mermaids, multiple wives, threesomes.
This is serious.
They're not detectives or scientists, but they act like they are. They're crime scene cops that take matters into their own hands. These guys are so smart, they never have to look anything up.
He was neurotic, with a love of puppies and experimental cooking.
I knew it. It's a partial lesion caused by light to medium tearing of the thoraxal cortex. Obviously, you can tell at a glance by the fingerprint on the mustard bottle. Andrews, my acting sucks ass.
The science of crime, it's forensically boring.
Music that's on the cutting edge of fashion until ordinary people start listening to it. Radio Broker.
Radio broker, taking things electro, taking things dance rock. Maybe you should just turn the dial and listen to Liberty Rock Radio. We don't want any posers here, only people that listen to independent artists and buy your clothes at a thrift shop even though you got a trust fund. Real people just like me. Do you feel my pain? I'm so very middle class even though I pretend to be a bohemian. Luckily, I'm also very self-aware.
From Puerto Rico to Liberty City, the sounds of San Juan are here.
Reggaeton!
San Juan Sounds.
Hey, yo, you're gonna thank Daddy Yankee. You're gonna thank me for hyping you to this San Juan Sounds. Daddy Yankee, the original big boss, Puerto Rock warrior, okay? I bought that damn Dragon Brain ringtone, okay? That movie's dope. You can't go wrong with elves and orcs and dragons and people all sleeping with each other and speaking medieval shit, okay? It's like England, their teeth haven't changed.
out in droves protesting possible stem cell legislation on Capitol Hill, despite the fact nobody actually knows what on earth a stem cell is or does. Jenny Acorn is downtown.
It's gang warfare between religious crazies and idiot liberals as the stem cell battle goes to the streets. I asked residents what they thought of stem cells.
Oh my God, I totally love stem cells. They're the hot shit this season.
One woman says the issue personally affects her life.
It's terrible. Last week a dude cold stole all my stem cells. You hear me, Keyshawn? I want my fucking stem cells back.
Reporting from the meat quarter, I'm Jenny Acorn, Weasel News.
In Vino Veritas, inside sources close to Joe Lawton told Weasel News that the president admitted when drunk that he is scared shitless of China. Lawton, who is known for his take-no-shit approach to foreign policy, is reported to have downed an impressive 16 beers at a fundraiser promoting guns in the home. The president has denied all memory of the event.
This is Weasel News.
Daddy Yankee, give it to me el perrero style. Ay, papi.
San Juan Sounds.
When you die, it doesn't have to be the end. Hi, I'm Uzi Fitzsummons, and I know that you, your animals, even women, have an essence that continues to flow after the death of a body. In ancient Egypt, where they were fascinated with triangles, man-cats, and incest, the mummification process ensured that in 1,000 years, you'll still look great, and your spirit can make love after death. Wow, now you can too. Preserve your heritage and soul in the next life by getting mummified. Just listen to one of our customers who signed up. I swear I didn't pay him.
Hey, when they bury you, worms beat out your brain. Or they burn the shit out of you. What if I ain't really dead? Even if I'm dead, I don't want that shit. Then I heard about mummification. I'ma get myself some crazy sarcophagus or some shit like that. I'm a pharaoh.
Wow, mummification. Preserve yourself the ancient way.
Salsa, bachata, merengue, and of course, reggaeton.
Here we go, baby. Ooh, San Juan sound.
Pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Pégate para acá, pégate para acá, pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Pégate para acá, pégate para acá, pégate para acá y siente el impacto. Magnético.
to Liberty City, the Caribbean fire, Daddy Yankee, okay? Right here in the Liberty City, where the helicopter tours are always falling now of the sky, man. I'm gonna take a limo, it's more safer.
Las mujeres lo quieren. Tú lo necesitas. La bestia lo lleva con orgullo. El whore. Antes el desodorante servía para eliminar el olor corporal, ya no más. Ahora sirve para transformarte en una bestia salvaje. Usa el whore. El whore convierte cualquier fiesta en una orgía depravada. Al echarte un poco de whore, las mujeres te quitarán la ropa a tirones, tal como en tus fantasías solitarias. El whore no es una droga de day rape, pero los resultados son parecidos. Usa el whore.
From Japan to London, Panamá, Cuba, República Dominicana, and San Juan, Puerto Rico.
This is the sound of the barrio.
San Juan Sounds.
Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda, entra. Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda.
This is a song I know you're gonna love, okay?
Pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala.
Tiémblala, muévela, dámela mami, dale suéltala, dale pónmela en la bimba, dale más, voy a hacer que en candela te prenda. Chiquitita quiere hacerme el sex, se luce cuando me ve. Chiquitita quiere hacerme el sex, ella quiere que le dé, que la sube, la baje, la toque, la roce, la ponga en la pose y la huila al revés, que la vez se le meta con este, la llevo a la cama, la cojo y le meto otra vez, trambótica, erótica, como bailarina exótica, me modela, se estruja la tela, me embruja, me vela, me cela y me pone mal, no amarra la hora de bailar, se me pega y me quiere matar, me saca a pasear el instinto animal, mami, si te cojo te voy a devorar, chiquitita quiere hacerme el sex, se luce cuando me ve, ey, chiquitita quiere hacerme el sex, demonio vestido de mujer.
Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda, entra. Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda, entra. Pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala, pónmela, tiémblala, pónmela en la bembala.
¿Qué tú quieres más? ¿Qué tú quieres más? ¿Qué tú quieres? Dime más, que te prenda, que te encienda, que te hienda. Di que bailándome tú eres una jodienda. Vamos a ver si es verdad. Dime si no es así. Cuando me ves se te sube la mini. Pósele ese bikini. Desaparecer como Houdini. Te me fresca, dejar de buleón. Como el bellaqueo. Voy pa' la pista, sale un escalceo. La carrera en alga es parte del jangueo. Revuelto, así estamos estos tres. Bien motivado, la mano al aire. Envuelto, motivado, revelado, ranqueado. Un par de gatas al lado. Dale mami, activa ese grito de miau. Que aquí están los desordenados. Soy yo, el Randy, voltio más suelto. En lo claro, lo del momento. Este es pa' ser legal, otro invento. Pa' matarte el aburrimiento. Este es pa' ser legal, otro invento. Pa' matarte el aburrimiento.
Muchas cargan malda y falda, buscan saciar, bailotear, sacar el instinto animal espacial. Muchas cargan malda y falda, buscan saciar, bailotear, sacar el instinto animal espacial. Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda, entra. Dime si no es así, a ver si te sube la mini falda, falda, entra.
Esto va pa' los perros y las mujeres.
Pónmela en la bembala,
Pa' la disco y los modeles.
pónmela en la bembala,
Pa' que te suelte más y me modele.
pónmela en la bembala,
Tú sabes que con nosotros no pueden.
pónmela en la bembala.
Yo, Tito el Bambino, live music. No hay pa' nadie, pa.
Déjala caer. Sola va a caer. Cuando sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te
Cuando sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te guió el bambino con el más suelto y ahora
no hay break. Recojan bultos que a toditas me las llevo.
¿Qué tú quieres que te diga?
Cuando sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te
Cuando
ligó.
sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te guió. Esta sombra que a todas yo me la llevo. Bambino al fin, dueño de este juego. Matando la liora con el más nuevo.
Suelta, suelta.
Sin miedo.
Me dicen que usted no rompe un plato, pero en tu cara se ve lo que andas buscando. Después de par de palo, un caco, un sato. Déjala caer. Sola va a caer. Cuando sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te
Cuando
ligó.
sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo.
Mi combo te
Yo
ligó.
pongo el boom. Mira pa' ahí, tú no ves que ahora venimos a partir, no vamos a dormir. No se me ponga difícil, hoy vine a calentar la misi. Boom, se le ve todo, y como te ligo, tú eres la sensación, la asesina de la disco sin discusión, la que le da hasta abajo y sin pantalón, pero en falda. Túmbame el guille, calma, al reggaetón me entrega el cuerpo y alma. Te ves tan linda en esa cortita, mini pal vacilón solita.
Déjala caer. Sola va a caer. Cuando sienta el boom de este perreo intenso, túmbame el guille y calma. Que estás en falda y se te ve todo. Mi combo te ligó.
Le meto más friki que un actor de porno. Kama Sutra, mi receta preferida. Déjame pasarte la lengua por la espinilla. Embarrarte de chocolatina. Mucho whipped cream con par de fresa encima. En las paredes, en el suelo o en la cocina. Dice, eres mi dulce femenina. Boom, boom, come por
I was up all night long doing coke off a stripper's tits. How am I gonna get ready for this presentation?
With Wing It, the computer software that turns any empty, tedious meeting into an empty, tedious sales pitch. It's an electronic slideshow. Move up the food chain in your office and be a success.
I never went to college or had any formal training, but thanks to Wing It software, I don't need it. I got slides with sound effects, all kind of crazy shit.
Wing It utilizes an incredible revolution in business thinking. Bullet points, TM. 3 words per page, TM. And of course, graphic representations of data, TM. Wow them with bar charts and bullet points, TM. Avoid open discussions or eye contact. They're so 20th century. You'll steal the show with Wing It software. Make ideas simple.
The Big Boss, el jefe,
Daddy Yankee.
is on San Juan Sounds.
Yo necesito.
Atrévete-te-te, salte del closet, destápate, quítate el esmalte, deja de taparte, que nadie va a retratarte. Levántate, ponte hyper, préndete, sácale chispa al starter, préndete en fuego como un lighter, sacúdete el sudor salte del closet, destápate, quítate el esmalte, deja de taparte, que nadie va a retratarte. Levántate, ponte hyper, préndete, sácale chispa al starter. Préndete en fuego como un lighter, sacúdete el sudor como si fuera un wiper. Que tú eres callejera, street fighter. Hello, deja el show, súbete la mini falda hasta la espalda, súbetela, deja el show más alta. Y ahora vamos a bailar por toda la jarda. Mira nena, quieres un zippy, no importa si eres rapera o eres hippie, si eres de Bayamón o de Guaynabo City, conmigo no te pongas piqui. Esto es hasta abajo, cógele el tricky. Esto es fácil, esto es un mamey. ¿Qué importa si te gusta Green Day? ¿Qué importa si te gusta Coldplay? Esto es directo sin parar one way. Yo te lo juro de que por ley, aquí todas las boricuas saben karate. Ellas cocinan con salsa de tomate, mojan el arroz con un poco de aguacate pa' cosechar de 14 quilates. Atrévete-te-te, salte del closet, destápate, quítate el esmalte, deja de taparte, que nadie va a retratarte. Levántate, ponte hyper, préndete, sácale chispa al starter. Préndete en fuego como un lighter, sacúdete el sudor como si fuera un wiper. Que tú eres callejera, street fighter. Atrévete-te-te, salte del closet, destápate.
We're starting a revolution over here, okay? Reggaeton revolution, the Latin hip hop revolution. Daddy Yankee, el máximo líder, okay? So tírate para la calle and start representing, okay? You better do something positive for your community, man.
Que tú eres callejera, street fighter.
Easy now.
This is Tough Gong Radio.
Tough Gong.
Tough Gong is about the freedom vibe.
now, Doppler Calamity 5 showing some weather sliding across the area as time goes on, finally focusing on my southern regions and not getting very far, so then getting off to the north between these two fronts. Aren't they delicious? Julie McCafferty, Weasel Weather.
The immortal tough gang sound system is on fire, blazing red like hot lava.
Jamaica's finest in Liberty City.
It's Tough Gang.
Star Junction is full of music. Come see the musical the critics are baffled at. Swinging Puppets.
I'm so tired of his tiny puppet junk. I need a real man to fill me full of gunk. Oh!
Swinging Puppets is amazing children with a tale of how hard it is to sing in tune and keep on smiling when you've got strings around your wrists or a creepy man's fist up your ass. Swinging Puppets at the Magic Curtain Theater.
Jamaica's finest in Liberty City. One love. One love. Tough Gong Radio.
Maestro from the great sound system Tough Gang asks you these questions. Who is the bigger terrorist? The man with one bomb or the man who wants to put everybody in jail so he can protect us from our freedoms? Who fights a war on terror by making everyone afraid? What manner of man is that? Does he still consider himself a man? Hear me now, crowd of people. Why take a camera phone picture of life instead of living it? Well, you know what I did? I dashed my camera phone and my computer and my radio and my television in the river and find myself looking over Zion, the musical mountain, for my redemption. So flee from their evil ways, my brethren and sisters, and follow the righteous and the only sound called Tough Gang.
Weasel News.
A beer shocker. According to research carried out by Pride Brew, men who drink light beer are 10 times more likely to pussy out of a fight. The study, which covered 100 barroom brawls across America, concludes that the vast majority of light beer drinkers are bi-curious metrosexuals who run at the faintest hint of trouble. Drinking light beer is tantamount to castrating yourself, said Pride Brew's director of PR, especially if you put a piece of lime in it. Dude and like may be endangered words. At a conference held in Stockholm last week to discuss age-appropriate use of American English, linguists were divided over the word dude. Some believe that it should be phased out by the late 20s, but others feel that there is room for acceptable use into the early 30s. Like was, on the other hand, seen acceptable in men only up to the age of 25, but women could carry it off if they kept their figure up to the age of 37. For now, the debate on the age at which you should stop saying dude, like, homie, or bitching rages on. This is Weasel News, homie.
This is Weasel News.
Tough Gang.
Hey, this is Bob Marley, all Exodus, movement of your people. Wanna say hi to all you princes and princesses, brothers and sisters, babes and sucklings. Wanna say all the priests, warriors and traitors, be still for Jah live, Rastafari.
Art is being redefined. Critics are gushing. Bao is incredible. The exhibit now at the Nuka Museum. From the Orient, see the works of Bao, the incredible Chinese artist who paints with pandas. By singing, screaming, cajoling, and begging the pandas, he makes them do the painting for him.
It's sort of like an incredible exploration of what happens when Dada meets Dodo. My favorite part of the exhibit was when the pandas threw their feces at him and then he rolled around on a canvas. That's art.
See the exhibit critics say is unbelievable. An inspirational treasure. Bao. The exhibit now at the Nuka Museum.
Racer!
Spreading love in the land of envy.
Your reggae master team!
My whole life, I felt like something was wrong. I thought maybe I was gay or transgender. But having tried both of those, it wasn't that. Then I realized what it was. I hate walking. Now, thanks to the Relax Power X motorized scooter from Ambulate, I haven't walked in 2 years. And I'm much happier. My cup is always half full, and thanks to the cup holder, it never spills. Now I never have to worry about indigestion. I can roll my fat ass to the fridge without ever getting tired.
The Relax Power X motorized scooter from Ambulate comes with special parking permits for your car, so you can begin living a life of luxury. Why worry about health, your weight, or what people think of you? Now you're faster. Motorized scooters are the future of the American lifestyle. Carefree. That's the Relax Power X from Ambulate. Take the weight off your feet.
Coming to you live and direct.
It's Top Gun Radio.
The Freedom Vibes.
Dad, I hit a home run. Dad?
Just a second.
Dad!
Look, can't you see I'm tapping out an email to work?
But it's Saturday. All you care about is your email. That's why Mom is fucking your best friend.
I said I'm sending an email to work. Shut the fuck up.
The Bittersweet personal email device. Always on, never at home. Try the constantly connected, perpetually disconnected, at work 24/7 future of the Bittersweet. Be everywhere and nowhere with instant email. The Bittersweet.
It's Carl Bradshaw on Tough Gong Radio.
For I hear the voices of the Rastaman say, Babylon, your throne gone down.
Uh-oh, here comes Michael Graves with more of his negative attack ads. But let's stick to the facts and move past these pathetic politics of division and swift boating. Fact, Michael Graves spent taxpayer money on a vacation home in the Philippines where young boys speak in lisps and don't wear pants. Michael Graves says he supports family values, but his wife is a harlot and has aborted 5 children. Maybe Michael Graves has forgotten the tragic events a few years ago, but we haven't. He wants to end the war on terror and make America and your children vulnerable to terrorists, much like those little boys are vulnerable to him. You have a choice come Election Day. Choose freedom for your state. Vote John Hunter for governor. The future depends on you making the right decision.